3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. See, I should be a professional count-off guy in a band. I don't have any musical ability at all, but I could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do that.
You got it.
The beginning of the song guy.
Yeah, dude. I could be the beginning of the song guy. You know what I mean? I could be the guy that riffs in between songs. You know? Bob Mayo on the keyboards. Peter Frampton comes alive. You know you're a fan of a live album when you know the chatter, when you got it down. You know what I mean? You have fists, use them. I mean, come on. Did Twisted Sister ever have a live album?
I'm sure they did.
I don't know. Did they?
I'm
okay.
I
got to take your word over me.
Did.
That's for sure. Welcome, everybody. We're getting ready, going to be doing the Buzz 24/7 here in just a couple seconds. Also, in the bonus section, if you're a wrestling fan, David Sahadi, author of the Backstage Pass, Tales from Beyond the Squared Circle. So this guy was a director. And he worked for NBC, Peacock, WWF, and TNA, I think, actually. Do you have your hand up for
Stop
Yeah,
action.
live at Hammersmith, a live album by American heavy metal band Twisted Sister, released on October 3rd, 1994. It was actually recorded on June 15th, 1984 in London.
If I'm correct, the color pink is very strong on the cover.
Nope.
No, okay.
You're
Good call.
incorrect.
Good call, though. Good call.
It's black with orange
Gotcha.
live.
I do that. Usually I'm colorblind. Like Laura comes in sometimes in the morning light. I'm like, that's a nice orange sweatshirt. She goes, it's red.
Do you know what I'm wearing today?
I'm not going to say it because you're going to say I'm wrong.
Summer dress.
No, she's saying color-wise. It looks like red and light pink, like a mixture of red and pink.
Yeah,
I
pink.
agree.
No red, but pink.
There's not red in that?
Now, see, I would go. I would say
Dark.
there's
It's a
little bit of
dark
red
pink.
there.
That's a dark pink.
Yeah, it's pink.
Okay.
Oh, that's your nipple. My bad.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
My third one's green, remember?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh yeah. That's right. That she carries crystals in her boobs. Well, who wouldn't really? I mean, if I had boobs, I think I don't even know if I'd ever take my hands out of my
Close
bra.
to the heart.
You know, that's a fascination with men. We're all that's how we think. You know what I mean? Never take my hands off me if it were me. No question about it. All right, Buzz 24/7's coming up. We'll get some extra stuff we haven't got to in the show that we'll get to, and then David Sahadi's going to join us. So all of that is coming up in just a minute. We'll be right back. Hey, folks, it's Greg, and let me tell you about Cozy Earth. It's the site I've been talking about for months, and it brings bedding to another level. Bamboo, linen, all sorts of the softest, best bedding you're ever going to find. Plus, they've got men and women's pajamas, socks, and more. And better still, if you go to morningbuzz.com/deals, you'll get the best deals you can get at CozyEarth.com. Get 21% off right now using the code word BUZZ at CozyEarth.com. Go to morningbuzz.com/deals or code BUZZ at CozyEarth.com. You won't regret it.
Hey guys, it's me, Laura. I'm so excited to make sure you know about Buzz Plus. There's tons of exclusive features for just $4.99 a month, including the only place to watch the Buzz 24/7 and Buzz 24/7 Extra segment, commercial free. Sign up today at morningbuzz.com.
It's the Buzz 24/7 at morningbuzz.com.
This is unbelievable.
Now that's what's up.
What are we smirking at?
I was just kind of wondering. I mean, you're going to be nice?
Oh yeah. When have I not been nice?
No, you are. You are nice. I'm not. I'm kind of teasing, but at the same time, I know you're not into the wrestling thing. He's going to be our guest in the bonus segment. You know, these guys they see things, and you know, they should write books really about the stuff that goes on backstage here, because even the brief snippets that we've had were very, very interesting. Even if you didn't like wrestling, you know, when you're backstage on a Raw night or something like that. You know what my dream is?
Imagine.
My dream is that I could tag along with Triple H during a live broadcast, just watch and stay out of the way and just watch.
I agree with that. I'd go back 15, 20 years.
No, I'd go now. I'd go now.
Because the
Right.
Attitude Era in the beginning,
Yeah.
I think that would have been very enjoyable.
But you can't do that.
To see. No, I
now.
know
You know what
that. I know that.
I'm just fascinated by the whole spectacle of it all. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to have David Sahadi on in just a little bit. He was been a director for NBC and all kinds of stuff, and switched over to WWE. Went from doing live sports with Michael Jordan in the NBC over to the WWF at the time. So that was, I think, the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
right? So that's gonna be coming up. But anyway, welcome to what day is it today? Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tomorrow on Wednesday we get the douchebag. Tomorrow we get Shinedown tickets. It's crazy. And then Dave Matthews on Thursday, and then more Shinedown on Friday. So we got some big concerts. I can't tell you how excited I am for the Shinedown show at SNH Arena. Cannot wait. I want you to see. I know they took the show that I saw at the Garden last year, and they improved on it, and they made it bigger. Crazy good show. Crazy good show. I cried at that show, actually.
Interesting.
They do a song called 365, and he dedicates to anybody who's lost someone. And I had lost my mom earlier in the year. And, you know, when your mom, like my mom was really sick and it wasn't getting better, so it was a blessing. So I didn't cry until I was at the Boston Garden. He played that song.
Yeah, sometimes.
And then I cried.
It's
a song. A song always does it for you.
Something, you know, totally not what's facing you right at that time. It's a different time it hits you.
Yeah. Let me see. What a couple of things here that we didn't get to in the course of the show, other than the color of Laura's blouse, which we never really covered the way it should be covered. So my apologies for that. It looks a little red to me, but if you say it's all pink, I'll take your word for it.
I mean, a dark pink and a light pink and some white, some sage.
Yeah. How do you eat cereal? You never eat cereal, right? Yeah.
It's very rare. If I do, it's like a fun little treat. I'll put it on top of my melted ice cream.
That's fun.
I'm a dry guy.
Yeah. You're a dry guy?
Yep.
They have lotions and things you could put on it to make it better.
He's got lotion for a year.
I've gone through many ups and downs. Where I am right now with cereal is Saturday and Sunday. I'll have Cheerios. But I would eat it dry for a very long time. For a very long time, I had milk here at work, and it just got to be I burned out on it.
Yeah.
So Saturday, Sunday.
I always have it at the house. I don't have it all the time. If I'm just not hungry, but I know I need to do something, I'll do a little cereal. And I don't do a giant big amount. I just do a little. So a box will last for a long time.
Yeah, I usually get a plain. Lately, it's been plain Cheerios, and I can last like a month.
The reason I ask that is because, see, there's an etiquette article out today that talks about some guy. I love this shit. You know, I mean, hold on. Let me make sure that we're not anywhere we're not supposed to be at this particular time, because now I'm done trusting anything or anybody.
Are we in Baltimore?
Blue is bad. No, we're not. But I'm sure that'll happen.
Blue is bad.
I'm sure
Blue
that'll
is
happen.
bad.
But anyway, so there's an etiquette expert that says you should actually use a fork and not a spoon, because actually eating cereal, you don't need to put the milk in every spoonful. Now, look, as a breakfast aficionado, as a cereal aficionado with 60-plus years of actually experience in that field, I think I'm qualified.
Yep.
They say if you do anything for 10,000 hours, you're considered a professional at it.
Yes, they do.
You think
How
I
many
might be a
hours?
professional? 10,000?
It's a lot of hours.
Well, 60 years of eating a bowl of cereal?
There's no way you've put that many hours into it.
He's
64.
64 years old and probably has cereal maybe a couple times a week as a.
No, I don't. Not now, but there was probably a
Yeah.
time when I did. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
You crush a bowl of cereal in how many, like 2 minutes?
I make it last.
Yeah, Crutchy's not all about.
I don't go for the flimp series.
I'm
though, 'cause I
going
get
for the
limp
math in my head.
seconds.
The 10,000 hours of eating cereal.
Crutchy's not
seems-
a two pump and squirt guy. He makes it last.
Dude, that's what I do. Okay, a good long time, like a friggin' marathon bar. Okay, strap on. It's gonna be a long ride. Okay, that's what I say. Don't strap one on for me. I don't want anything. No, I don't
Okay.
want that. That's not what I meant. Anyway,
Have you
point
tried
is, no, and I don't want to. Anyway, back to the cereal thing. This guy says you should eat it with a fork because it actually makes the cereal experience better. You're getting a little bit of the taste of the milk without having to have the milk. And I got to tell you something. Cereal milk. Some people they're all over it, like they like it. I don't. Cocoa Puffs, you think I'm going to drink that milk at the bottom of the bowl? No, I'm not.
Couple things. I always use a spoon, but I will use.
I eat a spoon
for
too.
the
I
longest
used to
time
too.
when I ate soup, I always did it with a fork because I wanted everything out first, and then I drank the what was left over.
Yeah.
It's weird. My kids,
You ate your soup with a fork.
Yes, I took everything out and then drank it.
every meal, I have to give the kids need a spoon, a fork, and a knife. I'm like, what do you need a spoon for? They eat their rice with the spoon. They'll eat their just different vegetables, the peas, the mashed potatoes. That's all spoon foods, and then their steak, their chicken, all that is fork food. So they always have spoons and forks with every meal.
Frig.
Yeah, so they have them, but you don't put them out for them, but they just want them.
Yeah.
Just
Hey,
so they-
Mom, you didn't give me a spoon. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you have steak.
I gotta
And
say though, the rice thing, I get it.
They said the rice and the peas. They're like, Mom, it's just so much easier to scoop up this
Yeah,
food.
but I would just be worried if when they go to like a date and they're with the girlfriend and, maybe a couple parents, and they're eating rice with a spoon.
These kids don't care anymore.
Well,
They don't care
you gotta
anymore. It's
think the heat
practical.
setting
What
has
is
a-
the bad thing about eating rice with a spoon?
Well, that's it. The kids go, Mom, you sit down at a restaurant, there's a spoon, a fork, and a knife.
Yeah.
I get to use all of them. Okay.
Yeah, I got to say, though, you want to give me agita? You want to give me the anxiety? Hand me chopsticks. You know,
Right.
because I mean,
I'm
like,
out.
Jesus, I want to try. I want to be good at it. And I could, take a dumpling. Okay, something like that I can handle. But how do I eat rice
not
with a
doing
friggin'
Let's be honest.
chopstick?
And you know what?
I'm here
I
to
think
eat.
most women do it, and they're good at it. I'm terrible at it, and I see most guys. I don't know many guys that use it.
I was watching Adam Ezra. They were doing a thing backstage the other day, and they were eating sushi. And okay, sushi I could do because you're picking it up, you dip it. Okay, I got it right. But like lo mein noodles, forget about it. You think I'm going to go to all that work and eat one noodle? For God's sake, I'm a human being over here.
What am
I'm
I
not a
doing
friggin'
here?
chipmunk.
What am I doing here? I'm here to eat.
Yeah.
I'm not here to
Yeah.
maybe that'll get in my mouth. No.
But if you
I'm
go
here
to
eat.
if you go to an Asian restaurant, and I go to a lot, and I love Asian food, and I love Vietnamese food, and I love there are other kinds too, whatever. But the point is I feel intimidated, and I feel like I'm letting them down if I don't eat with their custom, what they normally eat with. I feel like I'm insulting them.
I applaud people that do it. I do,
it's
but
really-
I
they're
don't have the
good.
patience.
No, that is very nice of you. That is, but I'm here. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave a decent tip.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
There's not going to be much food left over. I look at that as a compliment.
Jeff used,
Jeff didn't. My kid, Parker and
Parker and Dylan
used chopsticks.
but Jeff did not.
No, he didn't eat anything like that.
Are they good with the chopsticks?
Oh yeah, and they like Parker's favorite. Parker
Bastards.
loves sushi, so wherever
Friggin' bastards.
usually Dylan gets the dumplings or the wontons and the rice. he
My
gets sushi.
my whole layout, my battle plan at an Asian restaurant, if we go and we sit down, right, is to take the chopsticks, open them, and I start to eat the food with the chopsticks. And then when the server comes back to check on, hey, how's everything going? I'm like, excellent, good, thank you so much, thank you. Then they turn around and leave, boom. Chopsticks go down, bust the fork.
Okay.
Because they're not coming back for a little while.
I will do a few rounds of some paradiddles with
Yeah,
the chopsticks,
yeah.
and then Amy will go, "That's enough."
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, so I will tell you that David Sahadi is going to join us any second. So that's going to be happening. I guess we're going to switch it up how we're doing this because we're already at this point time-wise. It's meeting day,
Yeah.
and we had to delay the meeting so that we could do this this interview. So anyway, let me see here. I think I'm going to be able to do this here. If this works, everything should be okay. But yeah, so I mean, the WWF. I remember when it was the what do they call it? The hardcore era. What is it? The shock
Attitude era.
The attitude era. I wasn't as big into it. I'll be honest with you. It was kind of like
in the
Jesus,
beginning.
please.
In the
a lot.
beginning, I thought it was hilarious. It
Yeah.
was funny, and then it went years beyond what it should have.
Yeah, I didn't like a lot of the things that they were doing, but I did like some of the people that were coming out of it. I like watching Shawn Michaels and Triple H. I did like watching Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Watching The Rock
The
in
Rock.
the day
Oh, man,
cut his
unbelievable.
promos.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't like the TNA stuff. Not the TNA wrestling, but the TNA in wrestling.
Yeah.
And not that I don't love TNA. I do. I just don't like it like that.
We've traveled very far beyond that
Right.
because now the girls are more about wrestling
Right.
than they are about TNA.
Yeah, they're hooking up David here with us here in just a second, I think. I'm going to be able to see him.
Now
Hold
I
on
can
one
hear
second. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Good. David is on the phone with us. I'm going to switch him in so I could see him. There you go. I got you. So, we're just talking here. Dave, we got Greg. You can only see me, but we got Kelly, Roadkill, and Laura. Nice to talk to you.
Talk to you as well.
The book is, this is a former director, producer, WWF, TNA, worked for NBC. The book is called Backstage Pass, Tales from Beyond the Squared Circle. I'm going to start off in what I have to think might be the most difficult career switch ever. When you go out of NBC and walk into the world of the WWF. Now, let me just say, we are good friends with Triple H. He's a local guy. We've been friends with him for years. We've had an association with them, and we've been backstage. And how you go from professional athletes like Michael Jordan to the circus.
To the Undertaker.
Yeah, that is. What was that transition like?
It was a shock because I go from the world of real sports, as you said.
Right.
And my first day on the job, it's in Canada. And first of all, I didn't have my passport with me. I didn't think I needed one to get to Canada. I was so naive back then,
Right.
so young. So I'm held for like 3 hours, and I get to the arena, and I'm just seeing these characters dressed up like Doink the Clown, Duke the Dumpster Josie, a guy named Nails, where he's wearing an orange jumpsuit. I didn't know that you can like be in jail and like get released once a week to like go wrestle in the ring or something like that. And here's a true story. I kid you not. I'm walking upstairs, just trying to get away from this bizarre scene of everybody downstairs in the locker room, and there's Kamala sitting by himself in a chair. He's reading the New York Times.
Yeah.
Now, I knew that he really wasn't from the jungle, but I thought that he probably didn't speak English.
Right.
It's like, hey, you're the new guy, aren't you? And I said, yes, I am. And he goes, come on over here, take a seat. And he's giving me stock tips from the New York Times. And I'm just like, wow, what a bizarre world. And then I was stalked by Owen and Bulldog for 4 straight hours.
Yeah.
Owen didn't have a match. He was just following me around everywhere I went. Hi, I'm Owen. I'm Owen. He said that 100 times.
Really?
So it was a culture shock. It was.
I'm sure.
I
but
knew it was different, but I didn't realize it was going to be that drastically different.
Were there similarities though in the
Yes.
chair? In the chair. Like when you're in the chair, the director's chair, you're calling a live event. A live event's a live event. What was the biggest challenge directing, professional sports for NBC to the WWF?
Well, actually, I didn't start directing live shows until TNA.
Okay, all
And
right.
A lot of people get that wrong. You're not on your own. So I was directing the commercials, the ad campaigns for NBC. I was the head of on-air promotion. Then I became the creative director of on-air promotion for WWE.
Okay.
So the transition was actually very easy because Vince gave me great creative freedom to do things outside the box. And one thing I brought to the world of WWF at that time was a real sports mentality. I started to treat these athletes like real athletes and not just these cartoony wrestlers.
Right.
And we started the ship, when I got there, to doing things that were more realistic. Every commercial spot that I wrote made them feel as though they were these like mighty warriors, these like athletes that were like unbeatable.
Yeah.
So I wanted them to have like that Mike Tyson persona. Mike Tyson was big back then during the time.
Sure.
I didn't want to present them as like, this clown show or anything. And that was fun to do. And people resisted that at first. And they resisted my techniques at first too. I'd do something in black and white and they said, we can't do that. And I said, why? They said, we've never done that before. And I'd be like, yeah, but look at our ratings. They're tanking. So we're doing things differently right now. So I got resistance by the old school technical people there, not by Vince. And it took about, 6 months, a year for them to finally catch on and say, hey, we're doing something different here.
It's funny to know that, because like I said, we have a little bit of exposure that's, even the old school wrestlers, they had a hard time adjusting to any change in how things were being done. So old school, new school are always hard habits to break. Roadkill has a question for you, David.
David, two-part question. Who were some of the wrestlers that were great to work with, and who were some of the wrestlers that weren't so great?
The Undertaker was the best to work with. I mean, he's one of many, but I put him at the top because he was so low maintenance. And he had the crappiest shoot schedules. Everything we did with him had pyro. So it was always like sunset to sunrise. And I did about a dozen shoots with him at all these different warehouses and places that, looked really cool when there were pyro going off and explosions.
Yep.
I'll give a call and say, Mark, hey, we got a shoot coming up next week. And he goes, I know, sundown to sunup, right? Yep.
Yeah.
I said, I have a trailer for you. I have a PA, anything you want to eat, we'll get you. And he goes, all I want is a case of Coors Light and a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And that was it. No food. Yeah, and he would just be in his trailer by himself. Didn't have iPhones back in the day, so I don't know how he did to keep himself entertained. But he was just so chill. He was just so great. And like, he'd just say, knock on my door when you need me. We got his one line out of the way first, rest in peace. I didn't have to worry about, getting a little too buzzed or whatever. But he never did.
Yeah.
Getting too buzzed, I like that background right there.
Yeah.
It says buzz right behind you.
Yeah, there you go.
But I mean, he was always on time. He just said, knock on my door one before you need me. And we'll do the take. He'll look at it, goes, that looks pretty awesome. I said, yeah, we're going to ship something over right now and do another location there in the corner. He goes, how long will that take? So 20 minutes. He goes, just I'll be my trailer, knock on the door one before you need me. And he was always there, always on time, never once complained.
It's a professional.
Yeah.
That's all you want.
Yeah. And he got it. He knew that what we were doing, what I was doing was making him look better. That these
Sure.
images would live like for such a long time. And they still use a lot of those images today, which is awesome.
Will you?
And the other part is who was not so fun.
I was gonna ask. Will you answer the other part of that question?
Yeah. I'll throw shade on The Rock.
Okay.
He was great to work with in the beginning when he was Dwayne Johnson. When he was training, when he just got, out there as Rocky Maivia, when he was Nation Domination, when he was The Rock at first. And then towards the end, when he started doing Hollywood movies, he became too big for me and too big for us.
Yeah.
But really for me, and I took it personally because I used to take him out for dinners when he was training. And he was training for a long time, for almost a year. with Dr. Tom Pritchard in the warehouse before he ever got on TV.
Right.
And then his first gimmick, Rocky Maivia, the fans shat on that. So they thought it was Rush and being a babyface and winning the Intercontinental Championship belt within such a short period of time. But he was still great to work with. And I did a music video with him in 2000 for the aggression thing and never complained until he started to go to Hollywood. And I could no longer talk to him directly. He was a guy who I thought was a friend.
Yeah.
And I had to go through other people. And then second to last shoot, he was saying how he worked with better directors than I in Hollywood. I'm like, well, I'm shooting ID images. They're shooting movies and they got gigantic budgets. And of course you are.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that was necessary to do that because I helped build his career, and helped him develop the persona of The Rock. And then on the last shoot I ever did with him, it was my last year that I was there. It was a shoot for the Talent ID, and we moved the entire set that we wanted to do to Miami because he was coming back from Hollywood, and he lived in Davie, 20 minutes away. And we told his agent, I couldn't even speak to him directly then, that we're going to have, set there whenever you want to do it. We need him for like an hour. He can do it anytime. And he arrives early, and I'm like, Rock, we got set right there. If you want to knock it out right now and get over with. He goes, let me say hi to the boys first, then I'll do it. Then he's playing cards, blowing me off. Then he's doing something else.
Oh, yeah, that
sucks. He's back playing cards. And then at the end, he goes, I'll do rep from a match. And he comes out there half an hour before his match. I said, Rock, I want to do it right now. And he goes, I want to watch this match first. And he goes, do it after my match, I promise. And I know he's blowing me off right now. I am fuming. Does his match. He comes out, and I'm like this. I'm waiting for him right behind the curtain.
Yeah.
The house show, mind you. He's just getting the rust off. And I'm like, Rock, there now. He's like, are you serious, Sahadi? Are you freaking serious? I said, that's something serious. We came here just for you. All the talent had to do their shoots just because of you here tonight. We came here for you. You knew this now. And he goes, 5 minutes. That's all you get, just 5 minutes. I'm like, I'll freaking take it. You don't want to say the word. But I was yelling right back at him. So I was so furious.
Yeah.
2 minutes in, there's a hair on the gate. He goes, is that a hair on the gate? I said, yeah. He goes, I'm out of here. I said, it'll take 1 minute. He goes, I'm out of here. And he's walking away. And I said, Rock, by the way, do you ever get the books I sent you? Because I sent him 3 books before he went to see his last movie after the last shoot that we did. I sent him Federal Express. He goes, no, never got him. I said, it's funny because I got a receipt from Federal Express that, you signed for them on a certain day. And he stops and he puts on that old charm and that's when he goes, D, how's your dad doing?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Dude, and when you invoke my father in anything, I mean, my father got burnt by WWE, they took away his Legends check.
Yeah.
When you invoke my father just to win curry with me, it's like, oh my gosh, I am PO'd. So
yeah,
we got to
I know that the actor's trying to play me. So you know what? I played the actor.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, what's that line in Batman? Sometimes you got to play the role of the fool in order to fool the fool that thinks he's fooling you.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. But David, great to talk to you. No, thank you, Brooke. If you want to learn more about it, it's available everywhere. Backstage Pass, Tales from Beyond the Squared Circle. Thanks for the time, David. Really appreciate it. All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All the best to you. You got it.
Thank you.
Yep, there you go. So, all right, there he goes.
Right. He feels about The Rock.
Yeah,
like
there you
Laura
go.
does.
And you know what, though? Is that a surprise?
As
Are
soon
you
as the
honestly
guy
surprised by that?
The guy's like, this is what I'm at a restaurant, but this is what I want you to heat up for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to think that he's smarter PR-wise.
If you follow Kevin Hart on the socials, they're doing Jumanji 4 or 3 right now, and they had to stop shooting a scene, and The Rock is eating. And Kevin Hart,
I saw that.
Is kind of teasing him, going, "Don't worry, we'll wait for you."
I did.
And he's sitting in a chair and he's eating.
I did see that. All right, we got to.
Gotta go to our meeting.
It's meeting day. Yeah, I know, but we still got the bonus segment, the Buzz bonus segment. We ain't leaving yet, okay? But for some of you, we are. So if you're not a Buzz Plus member, please do become one. You can watch the bonus segment. We got a few more minutes for you. We're gonna come back with that and more right after this.
Hey, it's Roadkill, excited to make sure you know about the Buzz Plus. Tons of exclusive features. It's just $4.99 a month, including the only place to watch or listen to Greg in the Morning Buzz commercial-free every day. Sign up today at morningbuzz.com.
The best place to get all your tax filing done this year is efile.com. We have a link at the deals page at morningbuzz.com where you can get 20% off if you e-file your IRS taxes. E-file makes filing individual federal and state returns easy. Go to morningbuzz.com/deals for 20% off when you e-file with efile.com.